yesterday. We will be doing a lot of fun stuff, including me in all kinds of festive attire. As you can see today, some more fun Christmas stuff wearing here. But tomorrow, I'll be changing out into all these different outfits over the course of the day. It's always fun to do a few changes of ugly Christmas sweaters and the like. And this year, I got a couple new things to share with all of you. That's going to be fun. All right. But in addition to that, one of the major things we're doing tomorrow is going through the gaming schedule for games that have solid release dates in 2026. What I want to do is actually get through a solid release timing for the big games so we know what we're checking out next year. Now, keep in mind, it's going to be very early, right? We're going to have a lot of games that don't have release dates. And as you've probably seen over the course of 2025, some of the best games have been these indie releases that come out of nowhere and drop and just like shock you. You're like, whoa, I can't believe how good this specific indie game is or whatever out of nowhere, right? So basically, what we're going to be doing is going through all of the game releases that do have solid release dates so that we can actually figure out, how to tackle those next year. But we'll be discussing other things as well. I'm sure you guys are going to have ideas of new things that'll be coming out that we could cover next year as well. So that's going to be a big chunk of the marathon, hanging out, talking about Christmas, going through the game release schedule, etc. But then on top of that, there's going to be some booze. I'm going to have alcohol that's themed to Christmas. I actually got specific hard liquor that's going to be pretty cool that we're going to check out. Plus, I have all these different cut waters that I got of different flavors that I'll be testing as well. But of course, another component will be guests. As I've already explained, over the course of the day, I'll probably have a few different guests that are going to be showing up at various different times. So it'll be fun to have someone drop in, have like a half an hour conversation, and then jump right back into either gaming or other content, okay? But of course, yes, I'm a gamer at heart, and obviously I want to do some gaming tomorrow. And so hopefully you guys will join me for that and help me to figure out what games we're going to be playing right now. Because, yeah, as you're going to see, we're going to check out the nominations thread, and you're going to see that basically it is not very useful whatsoever. That basically the people who posted didn't have the best of intentions, either nominating things we've already played, nominating RPGs, nominating things that you knew we were never going to play. It's ridiculous. So what I'd like to do instead... Okay. No, I'm not a merch guy. I'm not a merch guy. I don't care about merchandise, okay? At all. So because of that, I don't talk about it. Like I had a merch store last year, very limited time. We had one run of product. That was it. It was like I put it up around Christmas time, and it ran for about a month to 2 months. I sold about probably 50 items, made a little bit of money. After that, didn't really care. Didn't really want to keep designing clothing or working on it or anything like that. So yeah, so I didn't care about it. And then the store shut down because I stopped talking about it. I stopped making product for it. It didn't sell anything. So they shut it down because they were like, why are we going to keep this open and pay for the web hosting when you're not doing anything with it? So for the record, it's a fake 50 sub bomb here on YouTube. It's a 50 member bomb. You're going to see pop-ups, I guess, popping up here. Then again, we might have stifled it. We might have been able to stop it. Okay, never mind. We were able to stop it. But if you got a membership, congratulations. You'll still keep it, and you still get all the features. But basically, I don't get paid for it. They basically stole from YouTube. It is what it is. Okay. Yeah. That's the thing. Like with the merch stuff, people had wanted merch for years because I used to have merch. And I did actively, work with people to design merch for about 2-3 years. And then it kind of fell off and whatever. And then all of a sudden last year, people were like, oh, could you do it again? And I found a company that would work with me. and we opened the store, and we're making good sales for about 2 months. And then after that, even the store was like, hey, do you have any new designs or anything? I was like, no, I'm not a graphic designer. I don't really think we're going to sell that much, so I don't want to invest in paying someone to design art for the clothing or whatever. So basically, after about, I'd say probably was like February, March, we stopped selling merch, and then it just sat there unused for like 6 months, and then they closed it. I was like, I don't care. So it's that simple. Okay. What else you guys want to talk about? We got a little bit of extra time here. If you tag me in either chat, we can talk a little bit further. Well, that's funny. I didn't know. I'm sure that there's knockoff crap all over the internet. Someone says they bought like these really crappy knockoff stickers of me as cartoons, probably defamatory stickers. I'm sure there's crap all over the internet like that. There's nothing you can really do. You're not going to go after people for doing dumb shit. But, it's just stupid. Waste of time. Okay. Someone did a $2 tip, says Humble Bundle has an ultimate content creator studio bundle. It gives you a ton of royalty-free music and sound effects for the stream. $7,000 and stuff for $25. You can get rid of the subscription. I'm not so sure about that. Do you really believe that you're going to be able to buy all of those songs in perpetuity for like $25? I don't believe that at all. The things that let you use something are active subscriptions. Like make no bones about it. If I were to stop subscribing right now to the Roland Music Library, I would expect that all these videos that I'm making with the Roland Music will be claimed. Not kidding. The thing is, I don't care because right now, I'm going to get the vast majority of my views on content when it comes out. Yes, maybe there's a few residual views over the years, after, but who's going to watch the podcast from December 22nd, 2025 in 2027? No one, right? So who cares for the pennies that I'll lose if I decide not to subscribe to the Roland Bridgecast Music Library in 2027? Now, if I spend $25 and I get all of this music, what's to stop someone from claiming it? I don't believe that at all. Honestly, I think subscription model is safer than outright purchasing this kind of music. I don't trust outright purchasing it at all. I just don't. And I'm not even saying it's the person selling the music that's at fault. It's YouTube. Like, YouTube is the problem. What is this song? What in the holy hell? Ragtime. Thumbs down to ragtime music. And let's go to the next song. Okay. Seriously. Thumbs down to ragtime music. Okay. So, what was I saying? I got distracted. Literally, that distracted the hell out of me. What was I saying before the ragtime music? Oh, the royalty-free music. Yeah, so I just don't trust YouTube's system at all. Its content ID system. That if I buy tracks outright and I try to use them, that it's not going to claim them anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, if anyone ever loaded that music into YouTube, it doesn't matter if they try to sell it later, YouTube's not going to care. With a subscription, YouTube can check with the music library subscription service and say, oh, okay, you're part of it, which is actually what they've done on this channel. So, as you know, it was about a week and a half ago, I subscribed to the Roland Music Library, and basically now I'm good. In the entire week and a half since I got that linked, basically one track got claimed. And the tracks that immediately got hit last week, I disputed them, and they've all been cleared up. So I got the rights back to my videos. But that's because I'm a part of the subscription, as opposed to, how are you going to prove that you bought music on a Humble Bundle? How are you going to prove that? Show them your receipt? They're like, that's great. What does that mean? As opposed to me, I'm actively right now registered with Roland. I'm on their database, and my YouTube channel's ID is linked to the Roland database. So YouTube can check to make sure I'm actually approved to use the music I'm using, as opposed to, oh, I bought the music and now supposedly I have the rights to it. You see, I just don't feel like buying music outright like that is ever going to work. I feel like the subscription services through big companies are safer. So that's probably what I'll adhere to. Like, I like the rolling catalog right now. Maybe in a few months I'll get bored of it and I'll want to do a different one. Then maybe I'll look into others. But for now, I like what I'm doing. Like, to be honest, this all happened so quickly. Me getting the Bridgecast and realizing there's a music library and all that. To be honest with you, maybe next year, around this same time of year, maybe I'll look into a service that has holiday music, a service that has like Halloween and Christmas music that's royalty free and I can subscribe. I might do that then. Okay. Because I think it would have been nice to have holiday music right now. I just didn't have enough time to really work on one and find one. And I understand, like, some people, oh, it's the holidays. Why are you just playing generic music? You're right. I just didn't have time this year because everything was rushed. But maybe next year I'll have more time to put more effort into it and we'll have Christmas music. I'd be down for that. Okay? What will I do for the next marathon? I have no idea. We haven't even had a thought about it yet, have we? No. Next marathon likely will be late January. I think having them at the end of the month works well. But